Welcome to a 30-minute gentle flow to connect through the heart space into that energy that can get a little bit sticky, a little bit clogged when things are really busy. This will be, I mentioned gentle, it will be a gentle flow that will start standing on each side and then we'll end on the ground. The only prop that I suggest is for our last pose. If you have a yoga block and you like a bigger back bend, go ahead and grab a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block or you prefer something a little bit softer in the heart space, roll up a towel or a blanket into a thick roll. I've got one here, mostly just to demonstrate. I'm going to use the block. In terms of back bends, I always want to preface this, but especially when I'm calling something gentle, we are not going to be doing really back bends in this class at all. A little bit of cobra, etc. But when we're talking about the heart space, we're really talking about the arms and the way that we can open up some of that, again, kind of stuck energy around the rib cage and the lungs. So don't worry if you don't like back bends or you feel like you need a longer warm up for that. This class is not really designed for back bending, more just opening and clearing. On that note, we're going to just start standing, taking a couple deep breaths. You can, arrange the feet in a way that feels supportive to you. You don't need to really follow any rules here. And take some deep breaths. So obviously, breath is a fundamental part of all yoga practice, but especially when we're focusing on that heart, the connection to breath, lungs and heart. I'm going to start with just a simple inhale. Open up your arms as wide as they go. Exhale, soften, gather energy towards your heart. Same, inhale. Wide. Exhale. So that inhale, receiving, opening. Exhale, softening, accepting. Opening, drawing in, keep going. One more like this. We're going to go ahead and go right into Warrior Two. Right knee bends, left foot kicks back. And we can take a moment to just feel into this. So we're just kind of diving right into a standing pose. So take your hands to your hips and do that. Bend right knee and then straighten. And a lot of the movements in this class are going to be just like this. We're going to feel into where we're at, develop a little relationship. Good. The next time you bend your right knee, stay in Warrior Two. Reach your arms out and just stay still for a moment. So that expansion, extending, opening up. You're going to take left hand. This will be an inhale as you just stay in warrior two. And then on an exhale, cross the horizon and then drop back in through the heart. As you start to cross through the heart, that's your inhale again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Don't get too hung up on right or wrong here. We're really looking for opening, space, connection inward and outward. Next time you exhale, inhale into a peaceful warrior. And then exhale, left hand moves to right. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, cross the horizon. That's your flow. Couple more like this. Make it your own. One more. Good. Return hands to hips, but this time you're going to step that left foot forward a little bit so that you can come into a warrior one facing that top edge of your mat. Take a moment just here. And then we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open up like wings. Inhale. Exhale. Just a couple of these. One more inhale. Exhale, peel those arms down like wings, and two options here. So option one is to hold your hands behind your back. I'll just show. Hold your hands behind your back. Option two, and so when I say hands, you're really holding forearms. Option two is to make a prayer behind your back. Now that may feel a little sticky to you. It certainly does to me. I'm going to stick with the prayer, but if it's too much for you, let it go. So we're going to go through a movement, resettle into warrior one if you came out of it. You're going to inhale, kind of arc your heart in warrior one, bent right knee. And then you're going to exhale, you're going to draw forward about halfway down with a straight right leg, more or less straight. Inhale, bend and open. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale and exhale. Good. The next time you inhale, exhale into that straight parallel spine. Give a little softening to your right knee and peel your left leg up. We're not going to stay here in this warrior three for too long, but I do want you to feel it in the heart space. 2 more breaths. free up those arms. Come into a long spined standing split. Inhale, and then exhale, kind of tuck in. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more. Inhale, long. Exhale, bring left knee behind right. Come on down. It's okay if you come off your mat like I did. So we're coming to Gomukhasana. If you don't know what that is, I'll just explain. But you might want a blanket underneath your seat. And in fact, I'm going to do that since I just happen to have one here, putting it underneath my sitting bones. So you've got your right knee on top and your left knee on the bottom, like two triangles stacked. Your feet are to the sides. If your bottom leg is not feeling good, or even your top knee, then straighten the bottom leg. That's a great solution to unwinding the knees. From here, you're going to take left arm up to sky. Bend the elbow. Push head into forearm. Stay like this. Stay here, or right arm behind to connect the two hands. If you've got a strap, you could always use that, but don't stress this. And then stay long and tall through your spine. And just feel what this deep pose does to the heart space. It might make it feel a little congested. So what we want to do is breathe into those congested spaces, maybe your right shoulder, maybe your left armpit, maybe your neck or your jaw. And breathe. Gomukhasana. Good. Release your hands. Just take a moment to let the energy flow from fingertip to fingertip again. You're going to take your hands over to the left side and just kind of unwind in a downward dog. See how that feels. Maybe pedal it out. And then we are going to stay in downward dog. Lift the hips. Align the ears with the upper arms. Push into index fingers. Make your spine longer and that open space around your chest and your heart. Good. Inhale forward. Exhale, land on belly. If you're not able to be on your belly for whatever reason, do cow cat. And then on your belly, we're going to come in and out of cobra pose. So right away, I'm just going to widen my fingers and come up onto tented hands so that I can really explore the space of my chest. So on an inhale, opening up through chest. Exhale down. And right away, I'm going to add some asymmetry, some spontaneous cobra flow. You can go the route that feels most intuitive to your body. Sometimes spontaneity or asymmetry does not feel good. It's nice to settle into a linear space. So really just work with where you're at. Inhales lift you up. Exhales drop you down. We'll do about 3 more. Good, and then land. We're gonna come right into hands and knees. And do a little bit of cow pose. That's the one where you drop the belly, the back bend. Just kind of wag the tail in cow. So we just did a lot of upper back opening, which of course is that space of the heart. I want you to just kind of feel into the lower back too. Good, and then return downward facing dog. Take a breath. Walk your feet halfway. And then on an inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, stand in mountain pose, middle of mat, middle of sequence. Just be. Good, arrange into warrior 2 second side. So left foot forward, right foot back. Hands can start at hips. First get your footing. And then do a little bit of that kind of feeling in, bending left knee and straightening. So we've already gone through a variety of poses, a variety of movements. So I don't feel as sticky on this side. The other pose, we were just starting out. I had personally been sitting all day. So just kind of notice those things and let those small references help you build a relationship to your body, to yourself, to your energy. Next time left knee bends, come into warrior 2, reach arms wide. So stretch, open. Sorry, I've got something sticky. Stretch open across the heart. And breathe. We'll go into our flow. So the inhale is this expansive warrior 2. The exhale is right hand crossing horizon. Inhaling across the heart. Exhale. Inhale, and then that's your flow. Just drop in. We're going to go into our additional flow. Exhale, inhale, peaceful. Exhale, cross horizon. Inhale, peaceful. Keep going. Make it fluid, make it free. Lower half stabilizes to help open the space of the heart, the lungs, the arms. Good. Next time that you're upright, just hands to hips, pivot. So right foot steps forward. Take your time to work that out. We're moving into a warrior 1 stance, left knee bend. Once you have that, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, peel down your elbows, heart stays lifted. A few more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Good. The next time your hands come down, either clasp the hands on the elbows, or sorry, the forearms more likely, or create that reverse prayer. Once you've got it, bend into left knee, lift your heart, inhale. On an exhale, you straighten left leg and dive about halfway down, straight back. Inhale, bend left knee. Exhale, return. Couple more. Next time that you're more or less horizontal, lift right heel and come on up, warrior 3 with the hands behind the heart. Just 3 breaths. Lift the back of your heart. Remove your hands, fingertips on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Next, inhale, exhale, right knee behind left, come to your seat. I'm going to stick with what I did on this first side and bring something underneath the sitting bones. Again, your 2 knees are more or less stacked like 2 triangles. And in this case, it's your left leg on top, your right on the bottom, and your feet out to the side. So again, if this side gives you any trickiness in the knees, the first start would be to extend the bottom leg, and that should ease up the tension in the knees. Take a deep breath. Inhale, right arm beside ear. Exhale, bend that elbow, push head into forearm. Left hand holds right elbow. Stay like this. Good, and then stay here, or left hand weaves behind, the 2 hands clasp. Push your head into your forearm. And again, just let your mind drop into your body. Stay super long through your spine. But just feel into shoulders, rib cage, neck. Couple more breaths here. Good, release. Let your arms just kind of hang, resting on your feet. That flow of energy returns through the heart space. Good, come on over to the right side, the left side. No, right side. And move into downward dog. So lift through the hips, push through the hands, ears in line with arms. And then move forward onto your belly. If you are not able to go onto your belly, I'm going to have you, actually, I'll give that option first. So if you can't land on your belly, I'm going to have you do Anahatasana. Hands walk forward, head rests down, kind of let the belly and spine hang. If you are able to be on your belly, I'm going to recommend Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows so that they're shoulder distance apart, forearms parallel. And then pull the hands back just enough that you can open through the chest and push your head back. We're going to stay here for about 10 breaths. You don't need to count. But just to really dive in a little bit. It's so subtle, but such a valuable pose. So is Anahatasana, if you're in that one instead. We're looking for gentle back strengthening, gentle heart opening. Reversing our work, our communication, our natural defenses to kind of round in. Take 2 more big breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. If you are able to lay on your belly, go ahead and just come down and extend your left arm out at a T shape. Make sure it's truly perpendicular to your body. And then roll over to the side that your head rests on the ground, or a block if it's not able to just rest on the ground. Right knee lifts up, foot presses down. Sometimes we call this broken wing. If you're not able to lay on your belly, it's hard to enter this pose. So you can lay on your back and let the knees fall to one side, stretching through the midline and then opening across the heart. If you're not able to lay on your back, you can take a twist, very gentle twist from kneeling, just letting arms kind of fall to right side. Three more breaths here. Roll onto belly and return to, or set up for a second side. Right arm out perpendicular, left hand underneath, and roll. Head to the ground, left knee bent this time. Again, your options are, if you're laying on your back, rolling your knees to the other side. If you're on your knees kneeling, just gently sweeping the arms now to left side, not making it a deep twist at all, just mostly arms. Take one more breath here. Everybody find center. We're going to come up to seated to set up for our last pose. So if you're using the block, use the block. If you're using the roll, you'll roll it across your mat long ways. Either way, we're looking for this to be right underneath your shoulder blades. So take your time here to kind of arrange for that. And then let your head truly touch the ground. So that's important. If you have kind of a high block like I do, don't let your head just hang. Once your head is on the ground, you can either keep your knees bent, straighten the legs, or come into a Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to linger here for, again, maybe 10, 15 breaths. And then I'll close the practice. And if you want to stay a little longer, if it feels good in your body, by all means. But for these next, let's say, 15 breaths, find a way to be as comfortable as possible with still that opening in chest, which does sometimes cause a little flush of anxiety, a flush of stress. So we're looking to stay open, but soften any energy that comes with that. Keep going with your breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going, no counting, just be here. If it feels good to you to stay here, you've got a little extra time, stay. If you're coming out of the pose, bend the knees, and then roll off your prop to one side. And then use your arms to push upright. Again, I'll close class here, but I'll note that one of my favorite things to do after I've laid on the block is to once again lay on the floor flat so that your shoulder blades feel really open. Lots of options to continue as needed. Thank you so much for being here.